Hi, I'm Katie Ziskind. I'm the owner of Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to heal from infidelity, betrayal, complex trauma, and fears of abandonment happening all over again. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist in multiple states, including Florida, New Jersey, and Connecticut. I'm also a certified sex therapy informed professional. I work with Imago Therapy. I'm a Gottman Level 2 trained marriage therapist, and I specialize in complex trauma. If you're looking to work with me and better your marriage after betrayal and heartbreak, you can head over to wisdomwithinct.com. That's wisdomwithinct.com. Step 1 in understanding how to heal from betrayal is the person who caused the betrayal identifying the core emotions as to why they stepped out or were unfaithful. A lot of times this means looking at our inner child wounds. So in order to stop a negative behavior, we have to understand its function or the purpose it is trying to serve. And oftentimes it's a survival mechanism. So infidelity is incredibly heartbreaking and shatters all trust within your marriage or relationship. You don't have to be married. You could be dating and still experience immense insecurity, skepticism, shock, heartbreak, loss, depression as a result of your partner emotionally or sexually cheating. Emotional cheating is just as damaging to your relationship as sexual cheating is. So the person who cheated or the person who caused the betrayal needs to understand why they are doing this. Deep down, there's an emotion they're avoiding, they're running from. They are avoiding intimacy. They're numbing out. There is a self-sabotaging mechanism, oftentimes began much earlier before the relationship even started. So we have to look at inner child wounds. Maybe if you identify as the betrayed partner, you grew up with a parent who was an alcoholic, an addict, was having affairs themselves. Your parents didn't give you the attention, praise, encouragement, validation, time that you desired. So you then, as a child in your younger years, due to your parents' alcoholism, gambling addiction, drug addiction, lack of emotional presence with you, lack of emotional connection, your parent can also just have been a workaholic and been really avoidant emotionally. And that left you with a wound. So you felt unworthy of love. You felt a sense of unworthiness. And you also developed low self-esteem and low self-worth. You also feel like you're not good enough, you're inadequate. You have to achieve things to get praise in your parents' eyes. And even when your parent did give you praise or attention, it wasn't much. It wasn't what you needed or deserved. So we have this deep wound where seeking attention from other people in adulthood then starts to, for a very short time, meet that need for external validation or approval. So look at your childhood if you have been in a chronic pattern of cheating or infidelity. Look at that inner child wound and you can start to love yourself and accept yourself and remember that you're worthy of love and you're worthy of the love your partner gives you. You're also going to rise above these numbing, self-sabotaging, avoidant behaviors and start to really step into emotional intimacy and emotional safety in your marriage through this process. Another piece of healing from infidelity is having the person who cheated, the person who caused the betrayal, apologize. Now, apologies have 3 parts, and a person who cheated may need to apologize 10 times, 15 times, definitely more than once. Step 1 of the apology is saying, I'm sorry for. So I'm sorry for texting another person behind your back. I'm sorry for fantasizing and telling my friends I was fantasizing about another person. I'm sorry for watching pornography and turning away from you. I'm sorry for physically cheating and having sex and asking this other person out and lying, and I'm sorry. So naming the specific behaviors. Part 2 of the apology is naming how your partner, who you've betrayed, has been feeling. So I understand that you feel heartbroken, lost, insecure, unsure if you want to move forward, doubtful. You feel like you're questioning if you're attractive. Do I still find you attractive? You're feeling unattractive. You're self-conscious. You're insecure. You need a lot of reassurance. you're naming these. I hear that you feel betrayed, right? Betrayal is a huge emotion. I hear you feel abandoned. You're naming your partner's feelings. You're not defending. You're not trying to say, well, this is why, right? Part 3 of the apology is saying, in the future, I will. So in the future, I will turn towards you. I will confide in you. I will come to you. I will cry to you. I will ask you for a hug. I will ask you to hold my hand. I will ask you to talk about my day. I will ask you for the attention, the validation, the information, the praise, the appreciation that I'm craving. So we have to also build up what's called turning towards, which is a Gottman skill. And I teach couples how to turn towards. And I also help couples build the gentle startup skill. Sometimes after we work through this process, the beginning process of affair recovery, we then look at why the affair took place, right? So affairs are Band-Aid issues. We're not actually treating the affair. We're treating the trauma and the relational dynamics. Yes, the affair does need to stop in order for the marriage to continue. But if we look at just saying, oh, stop cheating, that's not going to do much. We have to look at how these behaviors served a purpose. So how did they start? Was it loneliness? Was it not having enough quality time together? Was it not setting aside date nights or couple bubble vacations? Was it only talking about parenting and not prioritizing romance? Was it feeling uncomfortable to be your sexual self, or were you feeling sexually rejected or sexually unwanted? Right? Affairs can develop for a number of reasons. A lot of times it's because we are lacking something, which we can develop and improve and really co-create through the process of marriage counseling. So if you're looking for infidelity, betrayal, and complex trauma and loss marriage counseling, I would love to support you. We all have our own inner child wounds that play a massive role in how we react and interact in our couple unit. So if you're a person that's cheated chronically, maybe you have a parent who's an alcoholic, a parent who's a narcissist and was emotionally avoidant. Maybe you have a parent that led to some major painful emotions for you in your younger years, and you've never really dealt with them. Now we can start to build emotional intimacy. Your spouse or your partner can be that safe, wise, loving, nurturing person you've always wanted in your life. And you can start to learn to love your spouse and care for your spouse in a way that's genuine, authentic, and promotes meaningful connection and emotional intimacy in a way you may have never done before. So there's hope even if you've struggled with infidelity or cheating. You can work with me by heading over to wisdomwithinct.com. That's wisdomwithinct.com. I would love to support you in building a strong, resilient couple bubble after complex trauma, loss, and abandonment. I offer in-person sessions in Melbourne, Florida, and Niantic, Connecticut. I'm licensed in a variety of places and offer coaching. I have a podcast called the All Things Love and Intimacy podcast, available on Apple and on Spotify. I'm a certified sex therapy informed professional. I give you a safe place to talk about sexual desires, sexual challenges, intimacy, sexual insecurities, fantasies, and how to build more pleasure. I'm also a Gottman Level 2 trained marriage specialist. I am trained in imago therapy, and I work with people who have complex trauma or CPTSD, along with other co-occurring disorders like bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, or anxiety disorder. You're not alone if you're struggling with loss and abandonment, betrayal, and heartbreak after infidelity. This is something that I can help you gain skills, just like you would have skills to work on your house or work on your car or maintain the function of a machine in your house. You can gain skills to improve your marriage, build emotional intimacy, and security back after loss. I'm Katie Ziskin, and I'd love to work with you. Head over to wisdomwithinct.com to book your session today.